Hi everyone, good morning to all of you.
Good
So,
morning.
am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, this is the continuation of the previous lecture that what we have discussed about the security mechanisms. Before joining the students, so we will revise. Yes, can anybody tell what is the meaning of or what is the security mechanism? Yes. So, what is the security mechanism?
To restrict the data from unauthorized users.
It is. Can you repeat?
Restrict data from unauthorized users.
Restricting only. Okay. Anything else?
They are used to maintain all kinds of security to prevent data blockage.
Okay. 15. Okay, fine. Come on. Anyone? Suppose there is a security attack. So what the security mechanism will try to do? Roll number 28. Can you? Are you there? (32) Naresh. Roll number 40. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me. What is a security mechanism?
The mechanism which can be incorporated into approximate protocols
To do what?
to provide some OSI to security services.
Okay. So it is a to prevent some security attack or to detect the security attack. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you there? (21) Roll number 1.
Yes, sir. Roll number 1.
Yeah. What is the specific security mechanism?
Specific security mechanism is a mechanism which, like, you have to implement into a particular protocol layer, sir.
Okay.
Specific layer in the OSI layers to provide security.
So tell me about any one security mechanism.
First security mechanism is encipherment, sir. In encipherment, like, you'll add a cipher to encrypt the message, sir. So the person who wants to read the message has to have a key and key to decipher the cipher to read the message.
Okay, fine. Roll number 2. What is a digital signature mechanism? Roll number 2. Roll number 5.
Sir,
Yeah, can you tell me about digital signature mechanism, security mechanism?
sir, in this the sender can electronically sign the data, sir.
Okay,
The receiver can electrically verify the signature.
fine. Okay. Roll number 6. Roll number 6.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the traffic padding? Or what is the security mechanism? Just definition of security mechanism. Who is this 1661343? Please edit your roll number. Is this our student or not? Can anyone tell me? 1661343. Okay, so you don't know?
Tools which are used to implement security services.
Okay. Roll number 8, Naveen. Roll number 8. Okay, all of you, if you are getting my voice, please edit your names, only your roll number. Okay. Yeah, Naveen.
Yes, sir.
What is the routing control?
Routing control. Sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay, revise. Okay, regularly. Vishwas,
Yes, sir.
what's your roll number?
26, sir.
Please edit. Tell me, what is the routing control?
I don't know, sir. This is my first class.
Okay, fine. Please read regularly.
Yes, sir. From today.
45, roll number 45, Nitesh.
Sir,
Yeah. Do you know about the routing control or traffic padding? Vishwas, please edit your roll number. I mean, edit name, only roll number, okay? Srujan also. Okay, please revise regularly. Today we'll continue with the security mechanisms. So the second one is pervasive security mechanisms. See here. So as I told that these are not specific, or these mechanisms may not be incorporated in these particular protocol layers. So there may be some external mechanisms, so that there may be some preventing or detection of the security attack. So in that, there is a first one is called a trusted functionality. So what is this trusted functionality means? So externally, it may be providing some, using some criteria, example, see, whenever we are trying to do some bank transactions, right? So initially you may be given some authentication, yes or no? But later the bank will send some OTP, so that you are the trusted one which is operating. Is this clear? The trusted functionality. So using any criteria, so we need to see that, so there is no, no corruption of the data or no misuse of any transactions, etc. Clear? Trusted functionality. So it may not be included in any protocol layer as a functionality or as a property. So it is like a external, the mechanism to what do you call it? Detect the security attack or preventing the security attack. All of you, is it clear? This is a trusted functionality mechanism, like providing the OTPs. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you clear, right? 58. Yes. The next one is the security label. So for a different data or for a different resources, so there may be some labels will be provided that, so yeah, this resource may be secure, or the different resource may be secured to transfer the data or to access the data. So there is, labels will be placed on the data or resources, right? So the names directly indicating the functionalities of the mechanisms. You can know easily what is the security label. Suppose there is a data unit, particular data unit. So there may be a, they will mark a brand or band, right? So that yes, this is can be trusted, or the security attributes are available. So we can use the resource or data unit. Right? So that is the security label. This is very simple, event detection. So whenever any security attack is there, right, then we can easily detect that security attack by using this mechanism, that is event detection. So it may be like a external, the functionality, event detection. So detection security, right? And these two, security audit trail and security recovery. So whenever suppose in a network management, so many information exchanges may take place. So after some time, all the messages who is sent or who is receiving, so all the data will be recovered and they will do some auditing. So based on that, so they may review that, so how many security attacks are there, so what are the types of attacks and so on. So based on that, they will try to recover the from any security attack. Is this clear? What is the security audit trail? So there may be a collection of the data or any potentiality of using these facilities or securities. So they will provide this audit trail. So based on that, they will come to know that, so is there any security attacks or not. So based on that, they will try to recover from the security attacks. So all the points are clear: trusted functionality, security label, event detection, and audited trail, and security recovery. Any questions if you are not understood? And remember, these mechanisms are not incorporated in any particular layers, protocol layers. So it may be different, which is not specific. Please respond in the chat box. Clear? Yeah, audit trail. Okay. See, generally suppose if there is any organization, so after every year or every 3 months, there may be some auditing, right? So maybe if it is about the what do you call the or the payments, suppose the payments, if there is any bank, every 3 months there may be some auditing trial, right? So auditing, so what is happened to within these 3 months and so on. In the similar way, so there may be a so much information will be exchanged from one source to another source, or resource to another resource, or from so many systems to so many another systems. All right. So they will do this security audit trial. So this collection of this data. So this collecting the data which has been transforming or exchanging between the systems. So based on that, they will do some auditing. So that is, we are calling it as a security audit trail. Yes. So it may be systems also. So network system or network management. So this may be examination of these systems or system records, and what are the different types of activities happen, right? So it may be in a single day, or it may be after a few days. So they will do this security audit trail. Just example I'm telling. So collection of the data and reviewing that data and reviewing the systems also, right? Is it clear now? Right. The security recovery means, suppose from the any security mechanism, so suppose there is a request, right? So that is, suppose this event handling is there, or event detection. So from this, so it is receiving some request that, so try to recover, or so try to manage the functionalities. So based on that inputs, it may take the recovery actions. Right? All of you, all the points are clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. The next OSI architecture. So can anyone tell what was the concepts in OSI security architecture? We have seen three concepts were there. So can anybody tell what are those?
Confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
That is okay. That is CIA tried. But OSI security architecture.
Security attacks, security mechanisms, security services.
Yes, correct. Yes or no? All of you, is this correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, security attacks, mechanisms, and services. So we have discussed about the attacks, active attack, passive attacks, and security mechanisms we have seen. So now we'll discuss security services. So see, the security services in the sense, so what are the actual the CIA tried data confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So based on that only, so there are some security services. One is authentication, access control, and the data confidentiality, data integrity, and there is one is called non-repudiation. Right? So these five we'll discuss one by one. This is, I think, the name itself indicating what is the meaning of authentication. Yes, respond.
Verification.
Yeah, identifying the entity. Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Now see, what is the different types of authentication? See here. So this is assurance that the communicating entity is the one that is claims to be. So if I want to communicate, so my authentication has to be correct. So in this, there are peer entity authentication and a data origin authentication. So in peer entity authentication means, so it is providing the actual identity of the who is connected, right? So who is with a logical connection to provide confidence in the identity of the entities which are connected. That is peer entity authentication. So you have to remember that authentication in the sense identifying the entity who is trying to communicate. And what is this data origin authentication? So remember, whenever there is a communication is happening, it may be connection with connection and or connectionless. Yes or no? So there may be through connection, communication can happen, or connectionless. So here, this is like a it may be in connectionless or with connection. But if a data origin authentication means in a connectionless transfer, so it is assurance that the source of the received data is as claimed. So that means whatever the data we are receiving, that is coming from the actual source who is authenticated. So that is a data origin authentication. So from the from where the data is coming and that is authenticated or the identified as the correct one, right? Is it clear? This authentication as a service. So based on the mechanism, security mechanism, this is the one of the security service, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next one, access control. This is we have discussed in the security mechanisms, which is a specific security mechanism. Yes or no? So it is very simple. So to prevent unauthorized use of a resource. So here remember always. So suppose there is some resource of any information. So who can access this resource, right? So there should not be any unauthorized fellow who can use this resource. No, only authorized persons or authorized entities should use this resource. So that is taken care by this access control service, security service. See here. So this service can control who can have the access to a resource. So depending on the conditions and who is accessing these resources are allowed to. Who is allowed? They should only access the resources. So that is done by this access control security service, which is coming from the security mechanism, we can say. Yes. Anyway, this is already we have discussed in the security mechanism. So that mechanism may be incorporated in any protocol layer to provide this security service also, right? Clear, ma? Next one is the very important security service, data confidentiality. Yes or no? So that is a right, confidentiality, data confidentiality. So how much we provide for any data or particular data. So based on the conditions, so there may be low confidentiality, there may be medium confidentiality, there may be high confidentiality based on the information. Yes or no? That I have given some examples like results or maybe faculty information or maybe another information which is having a high confidential, right? Highly confidential. So here, see, what is the data confidentiality service means? So protection of the data from unauthorized disclosure. See, one data can be disclosed to anyone, so no problem. So there is no confidentiality at all. So, but some information may be confidential to only a few people. So But if it is a highly confidential data or information, so there is no, no person should take the data or can read the data. So that means the production of the data from unauthorized disclosure. So disclosure means giving the data or try to read the data. So in this multiple different with connection, connectionless, what are those? See here, connection confidentiality. So whenever there is a connection between two entities, whenever try to exchange the information, so that is there is a protection for all user data on a connection. So connectionless means, so like a wireless communication between the two systems. See, if you see in a LAN, so using LAN cable, multiple systems will be connected. So that is, we can say, with a connection. And if suppose this is our Geetham University in Hyderabad campus, and the Geetham University in Vizag campus. See, these two, what are the labs? Suppose there is a lab, DSP lab or VLSI lab is there here also, right? So generally the licensed versions will be here in the, suppose the Geetham Vizag, but we can use that license in the DSP lab systems, right? Like it is like a connection less. Yes or no? But in this DSP lab, all the computers are connected through a LAN cable, so there is a connection between all the systems. But here, connectionless. So, but we need that confidentiality in connection, with connection or connectionless. Is this clear? What is the connection, confidentiality, connectionless? Confidentiality means, so always there is a confidentiality, so this should be protected, or there should be protection from the unauthorized disclosure. Suppose, what is the meaning of unauthorized disclosure means? Suppose there is a lab, example, some any another university, okay? Some XYZ university is there. So he cannot get the licensed version of this lab. No, right? So that is actually the preventing the unauthorized disclosure. Are you getting my point here, please? Please respond. What is the data confidentiality and with connection or connectionless? Respond. Okay. If not clear, please ask. No problem. We can discuss. Next, selective field confidentiality. So that means, see, sometimes if you see, if there is a suppose LT Spice tool, I hope you all know what is the LT Spice tool, right? We can go to this the analog design site. We can directly download the LT Spice tool and we can run it, right? So there is no confidentiality here, right? But there may be a selective data which can be highly confidential. So in that case, this service is required, the confidentiality of a selected fields within the user data, right? So maybe some data which is, or some data which is required some confidentiality. So there is a service in such conditions also, which is called selective field confidentiality. So on a connection or in a single data block, right? So selective field confidentiality is there. So here there is no confidentiality for this LT Spice. So in the same what you call the website, there may be another tool which is having maybe some licensed versions. So we may require license for that simulation tool. So that is called selective field confidentiality. Then what is this traffic flow confidentiality means? That we know already. What is the traffic analysis? So observing the patterns. Yes or no? So for that also there may be a protection. So the protection of the information that might be derived from observation of traffic flows, right? From the traffic analysis or observation of the traffic patterns. So there may be a requirement of the protection of the information, right? Clear? What is this traffic flow confidentiality based on the observation of the traffic patterns? So maybe some information might need protection. Clear? So next one. Can anyone tell what is the data integrity? This is also one of the important security service, data integrity. So what is the data integrity means? Respond.
Data modification is not possible, sir.
Yeah, so whenever there is a modification of the data, so the integrity is not maintained or not preserved. So there should be assurance that whatever the data is received are exactly as sent by an authorized entity, right? It should not be modified version. So that means no modification or no insertion of any data or no deletion of any data, or the same message is retransmitted, right? These are the things should not happen. That means so there is an integrity of the data if nothing is happened, like no modification, no insertion of any data, no deletion of any data, or no replaying the same messages. So that is this data integrity. So in this also there is a different categories like connection less. So that is something like this. So connection integrity with recovery. So in a connection oriented transformation of the data, so this integrity should be maintained. That means no modification of the data with the recovery. So there may be a recovery also possible. Suppose when there is a security attack, try to modify the data, so we can detect that, and also we can recover this security attack. Is this clear? Yeah, roll number 20. Any question? Roll number 20. Clear? Huh? Respond. Please explain again. Did not understand. Okay. See, data integrity we know. That means whatever the data or information the entities are exchanging, that the data should not be modified, right? Or so this is one system example, system A. This is system B, and this is sending some data. So when the data is traveling, right, from this system A to system B with us using different paths. So when the data is arrived here, this is the data is sending. So suppose this is some XYZ data. So the data should be received as it is. If anything is modified, suppose XYZ, right? Example I'm taking. So there is some modification in the data. Yes or no? So that means there is no integrity of the data maintained. So once it is like this, so this service may try to detect this attack, and if it is able to recover from that attack, that means it should recover the original data, that is XYZ. So that is happening in the first one is what I told is connection integrity with the recovery. So in the connection oriented transformation of the data, if there is a modification of the data, so this service, that connection integrity with recovery, should detect this attack, and from that attack it should recover also. So now somewhat clear. Now is it clear now? Yes. So data integrity means no modification of the data from the source to the destination. So whenever it is reached to the destination, the exact data should be delivered to the receiver or destination. So what was the first one? It's a connection integrity with recovery. So connection integrity in the sense, so it is a detecting of any modification of the data and recovering also from that attack. The second one is connection integrity. That means, yes, it is detecting any modification in the data, but then there may not be possible that recovery. So recovery may not be possible in this type of security service. Is it clear? Connection integrity without recovery means, yes, there may be a detection of the unauthorized modification of the data, but may not be possible of recovery. Clear? In this, we can add one more, that is, if we add selective field connection integrity. What is this meaning? So for the selective data, so there may be detection of the unauthorized modification. I hope all the points are clear. Connection integrity with recovery, connection integrity without recovery, and selective field connection integrity. So there is no chance of this recovery. So for the selective field or for the selective data, we can identify is there any modification on the data or not. Right? Now the same way connectionless. Okay, connectionless integrity, connectionless integrity. Sorry, only two are there. I will write down those also. Fourth one, connectionless integrity. So that means in the connectionless transmission of the data, we can detect the unauthorized modification in the data. Similarly, selective field connectionless integrity. Selective field connectionless integrity. Right? So selective data in the connectionless transmission of the data. I hope all these 5 points are clear about the data integrity. Please respond so that I can proceed further. Yes, respond. Roll number 9, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the last service is non-repudiation. See, generally this repudiation means denial of a service or denial of any proposal, right? Or we can say rejection. So non means maybe accepting. So are providing the protection against denial. So suppose this is one entity A, and this is entity B. So these two fellows are exchanging the information, right? Now, so after some time, suppose this fellow is denying the service to the entity A. So that should not be happen, right? So this service is providing the protection against denial by one of the entities involved in a communication, right? So these two fellows are in the communications. It may be some part of the communication or overall the communication. So after maybe some time, this entity is rejecting the service to the entity A, right? So that is repudiation. So what is a non-repudiation means? So protection about the denial. So that is this non-repudiation. So this is also one of the security service. So that coming from the, we can say, using some security mechanisms. Clear? All of you? Non-repudiation. So here also there is a non-repudiation of origin, non-repudiation of destination. So if it is a non-repudiation of the origin, so which is coming from where? So it is a proof that the message was sent by the specified party. See, again, same example we can say this is A and this is B. So what is that? The origin, non-repudiation from the origin. So this is suppose origin and this is destination. So whatever the data is coming from the origin, so that is correct, right? See, so proof that the message was sent by the specified party. Suppose this is the specified party and this, or we can say origin. So whatever the message is coming, a data or message, so this is message is coming from this specified party. So that is this non-repudiation of origin. Similarly for the destination. So destination is this. So whatever the message is coming from the origin, that is delivered to this specified destination. So proof that the message was received by the specified party. So that means whatever the message this origin is sent, that is received by the this party only or this entity. That is a proof. So someone asking a question. Yeah. Is it clear now? Non-repudiation means, or repudiation in the sense of there is a rejection or denial, right? But non-repudiation means, so opposite is a denial of opposite of denialism means accepting, we can say. So that means the protection. So protection against the repudiation or denial by any entity involved in a communication. So is this clear, all of you? Respond. So far we have discussed, we have started with OSI model. So if you don't know any of, I mean, computer networks course started, right? I hope. Then you, all of you. I hope you studied about the OSI model. Then we completed this computer security. So whenever there is a computer security, so we need to see that there is a data confidentiality, data availability, and a data integrity. So we need to preserve these three concepts, we can say, or things. Then we have seen or studied the OSI security architecture, similar to OSI architecture. So in this, there are three concepts: security attacks, so under security mechanisms, and finally security services, right? So we have seen what is the security attack and what is the different types of security attacks, active, passive, right? And we have seen some examples here. And security mechanisms, so the process of detecting or preventing or recovering from the security attack, and specific security mechanism and pervasive security mechanism. So one can be the specific security mechanism, another is which may not be specific, right? And we have seen some security services. So I hope all the points are clear. So the next lecture we will start with the models. So what are the different types of security model, or what is a model of the security? Yes, any questions if you not understood? So there in the next lecture there may be a quiz, so I may share the Google Forms, or there may be any different type of quiz will be there. Please try to recover or revise all the concepts what we have discussed so far, right? So I'm taking the screenshot for the attendance, so please try to edit your name as your only roll number. Okay then. So that's it. Any questions? Please respond. So if there is no question, so that's it for today. And please revise all the concepts when you're coming from for the next class. Okay. So okay then. Thank you. Thank you for attending. You can join other lecture.